TikTok users have uncovered a bewildering CIA report from nearly 4 decades ago which describes the agency's belief that humans can transcend space and time using a technique called the gateway experience. The report, entitled Analysis and Assessment of the Gateway Process, was penned in 1983 by U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Wayne M. McDonnell. McDonnell described the gateway experience as a training system designed to bring enhanced strength, focus and coherence to the amplitude and frequency of brainwave output between left and right hemispheres so as to alter consciousness, moving it outside the physical sphere so as to ultimately escape even the restrictions of time and space. In simpler terms, the gateway experience uses sound tapes to manipulate brainwaves with the goal of creating an altered state of consciousness in which a person can interact with non-physical aspects of reality. Practical uses of the technique, according to the CIA report, include manifesting goals, converting energy to heal one's body, and even traveling across space and time to access new information. McDonnell's report concluded that the gateway experience is in fact plausible in terms of physical science, and that it could potentially have practical uses in U.S. intelligence, but that more research was needed to expound upon his preliminary findings. The report was quietly declassified by the CIA in 2003 and largely went unnoticed. Nearly 2 decades later, the gateway experience is now receiving renewed attention after piquing the interest of TikTok users. It's unclear how the report suddenly grabbed TikTok recognition, but over the past month dozens of users have recorded videos explaining the gateway phenomenon and sharing their attempts to access it using tapes available for purchase online. McDonnell was commissioned to explore the gateway experience in the 1980s, at a time when U.S. intelligence agencies were deeply interested in various forms of psychic research. CIA records suggest that the fascination was driven in part by the belief that the Soviet Union was conducting their own research into whether psychokinesis and extrasensory perception, ESP, could be used for espionage purposes during the Cold War. More specifically, the Gateway Project was rooted in a wider curiosity about out-of-body experiences. That term was coined by a radio broadcasting executive named Robert Monroe, who began studying the effects of sound on human consciousness in the 50s. In 1975, Monroe's company, Monroe Industries, registered patents for an audio technique called hemisync, short for hemispheric synchronization. Monroe claimed that the technique could create an altered state of consciousness by using sound waves to synchronize brainwave output in the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Those sound waves, manufactured by the Monroe Institute, are still available today on Amazon starting at $969. McDonnell's team of researchers, which included famed bioengineer Itzhak Bentov, used hemisync tapes and other relaxation techniques in their assessment of the gateway experience. McDonnell opened his report with a brief letter laying out how he used objective scientific methods to understand and explore the gateway experience, with the goal of determining practical uses for the CIA. He seemed to acknowledge the fact that his intended audience might be wary of his findings, and emphasizes that understanding them will require not only left brain logic, but also right brain intuition. The multi-pronged analysis included the following components: biomedical models to understand the physical aspects of the gateway process, quantum mechanics to explain the nature and functioning of human consciousness, theoretical physics to explain the character of the time-space dimension and the means by which it could be transcended by expanding consciousness with the gateway process, classical physics to translate the out-of-body experience into the language of physical science. In the first section after the introductory letter, McDonnell lays out 3 main consciousness-altering techniques: hypnosis, transcendental meditation, and biofeedback, with the purpose of explaining how they compare to the gateway experience. McDonnell asserts that grasping those 3 techniques can help lay the groundwork for achieving the gateway experience.